Oh man, I didn't even see y'all had so many comments in here already. All right, so let's see what's up. Let's see these comments. Hey, good, rude boy, what's up? Checking in. All right, all right. Summit, let's go. How's the summit going? The summit's going amazing. Can't wait to see y'all there. It's going to be an amazing experience, guys. The Credit Summit is going down, Atlanta, Georgia. It's going to be amazing. How's everybody's night going? What you guys been up to? Been going good, been doing good. I'm writing a new book, so I'm going to be launching a new book at the Credit Summit. So everybody at the Credit Summit, y'all know I'll be coming out with a new book. So I've been working on that, and it's been time consuming, to be honest. Like writing books, y'all think it's a joke. It's not. It's not as easy as people say. Oh, I'm just gonna write a book. No, it's not. But I believe this book will definitely beat my FICO book tremendously. It's definitely gonna whoop my FICO's book butt, because I'm telling y'all, this book is gonna be great. So for those of you guys that have not gotten your Credit Summit ticket yet, guys, remember the Credit Summit is October 11, 12, and 13. It's going to be an amazing, amazing, amazing experience. So y'all definitely need to be in the building. Y'all have to be in the building because the building's gonna be so dope. We're gonna have dope people. It's definitely something that you guys definitely don't want to miss. All right, where is the thing that I'm looking for? Y'all do not want to miss the Credit Summit. So we here. We got consumer law after dark. What's on y'all guys' mind? What's going on in the world of credit? What y'all want to know? Oh, most of y'all didn't even know. TD Bank got sued by the CFPB. I'm gonna say this again. TD Bank got sued by the CFPB. Guys, I'm telling you, it is crazy. There's just a lot of stuff going on, man. There's a lot of stuff going on. Where's Instagram? Where is this thing? Okay, here we go. All right, the Credit Summit. So that's the lineup, guys. That's the lineup for the Credit Summit. Am I able to see screen share? Nope, nope. Yeah, so it's going to be dope, ladies and gentlemen. That's the lineup. That's the current lineup for the Credit Summit. As y'all can see, we got a lot of heavy hitters in the house. It's going to be an amazing. There's him 500. We got 19 keys. We got Alistair. We got child support is fraud. Runway billionaire. Credit plug. Stormy. We got Nish. We got David Power Talk. We got Jacqueline. We got Candice, the six figure spot trick. We got Haiti. Brandon, the provider. It's going to be an amazing event. Y'all better not miss it. And y'all better secure y'all tickets too, because I'm telling y'all, the Credit Summit, October 11th through 13th, it's going to be amazing. All right. Yep, y'all definitely want to secure y'all tickets because I'm telling you, like, when it comes to financial literacy and financial education, guys, like we've been behind. We've been behind. And it's like, at what point do we say, hey, we've been behind the eight ball for so long? At what point are we going to take responsibility and educate ourselves? At what point am I going to say, I'm going to learn about taxes? At what point am I going to say, I'm going to learn about credit? At what point am I going to say, yo, this 9 to 5 is not enough? Maybe I need another high income skill that I can generate some more money that I can use for investment, that I can use for vacations, that I can use to take my family on the trips here or there. The car that I have is busted. Maybe I could learn a high income skill that I can use to buy a new car. I've never driven a new car before. I've always driven pre-owned cars. Do you know what it feels like being the first person to drive that car? Do you know what it's like to having your own home? Like those type of stuff. So we got to start thinking and operating from a place of abundance, guys. And it starts with your credit because I wasn't born rich. And I'm telling you, credit can bridge the gap between the have and the have nots. That is a fact. Credit can bridge the gap between the have and the have nots. What letter is used to stop foreclosure? It's not just a letter to stop foreclosure. There's a process that you have to go through. The first thing that you need to find out when it comes to a foreclosure is the person that's foreclosing on the asset, do they even have the legal right to foreclose on it? Right? That's the first thing I want to know. Do they even have the legal right? Are they in possession of the note and the mortgage? Y'all feel what I'm saying? So when it comes to foreclosure, foreclosure has its own strategy. But most people didn't even know, because I know some of y'all don't know. Some of y'all don't know that the CFPB just sued TD Bank. So let me look it up. CFPB sues TD Bank. Let's see what's going on. Right? TD Bank paying 28 million. 28 million TD Bank has to pay for illegal breakdowns that potentially tarnished consumer reports. TD Bank's illegal behavior treated or threatened the ability of tens of thousands of consumers to access credit, housing, and employment. TD Bank is wow. Okay. What's going on, my guy? Hope all is well. Blessings. Shout out to the Credit Yoda. What's going on, my guy? What's up? What's up? So TD Bank got hit with a $28 million fine, guys. TD Bank got hit with a $28 million fine. Let's see what that was about. Today, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau ordered TD Bank to pay $7.76 million to tens of thousands of victims of banks' illegal actions. For years, the bank repeatedly shared inaccurate negative information about consumers to consumer reporting companies. The information included systematic errors about credit card delinquencies and bankruptcies. In addition to the redress, the CFPB is ordering TD Bank to pay 20 million civil money penalty. Wow. Sheesh. Consumer reports, including credit reports, employment screening reports, tenant screening reports, and other background reports, are used by financial institution employers and landlords, among others, to decide whether to extend credit, housing, or employment to consumer. The inaccurate information shared by TD Bank related to credit card and bank deposit accounts, including accounts TD Bank knew or suspected were fraudulently opened after the bank realized it was botching its reporting to consumer reporting companies. It took far too long to correct many of its errors. And like this is some of the things that I talk about, right? And this is why coming to the Credit Summit is so important. There's a lot of you out there right now, and you are struggling, right? It's no fault of your own. You have late payments, or you think you got late payments. There's inaccurate information on your credit, and you've applied for housing, you've applied for cars, you've applied for loans and credit cards, and you have been denied, and you've been denied for years. And it's situations like these where banks and these institutions know that they're reporting inaccurate information, especially those of you that are victims of identity theft. Right? You're victims of identity theft. You sent in the FTC report, you send in the affidavit for the identity theft, but the account is still on your credit. And then someone like me is putting on this credit conference, and I'm saying, yo, guys, you need to be there. Y'all need to get in the room so I can teach you guys literally how to delete these negative items from your credit and gain remedy. How do you get paid for the inaccurate information on your credit? The CFPB just sued TD Bank for 28 million. 28 million. Guys, there's a Dwayne, don't get excited. Getting more excited doesn't make you more correct. All right? Getting more excited does not get you more correct. The point that I'm making is this. You have negative information on your credit. It is a fact. You have it, right? And most people would rather sit down with the negative information on their credit, paying high interest rates. Some of you are victims of usury law violations for your state. Y'all don't even know it. Guys, there's information, life-changing and money-changing information that you're going to learn. And whether you want to just sit and keep your bad credit or not participate in your own education, that's something that you're going to have to figure out. The age of I don't know, no one ever told me, guys, we're not buying that no more. At what point, right? At what point do you say, I am responsible for my own education? I'm responsible to be financially literate. It is my responsibility to know how the game of credit works so I can maximize on my own potential. At what point do you say, I am going to be responsible? Because what I'm seeing is that the minute somebody like you put something on our saying, hey, we're going to have a meeting, we're going to have a mastermind, we're going to have a conference, everybody come out, we're going to learn together, we're going to take this game to the next level. Everybody want to sit down and just watch the next person, and before you know it, nobody moves, nobody takes action. Slow feet don't eat. At what point do we say enough is enough? At what point do we say, I am going to take action? Guys, we gotta take action. We have to. Because if we don't, we will be the ones that's going to pay for it. Do you guys know that bad credit is the most expensive life you will ever have? Bad credit will be the most expensive things you will ever pay for. Because guess what? Let's talk about bad credit. Having bad credit, one, you're definitely not going to get a brand new car. You're not going to get a house. You are going to be paying high interest rates. So most of the money that you are working is going back into bad debt. It is. How about you take a different approach? If everything that you've been doing, right? If everything that you've been doing, you're in the same position you were last year. You still got bad credit. You still didn't delete the late payments. You still have collections. You still got charge-offs. The bankruptcy is still there. The child support is still there that most of you don't know how to take off, because if y'all been following me, child support is not even supposed to be on your credit. Medical collection is not supposed to be on your credit. Guys, the information is here. The information is here. You can act like you don't know, but you know the information is here. There's no barrier to entry anymore. So at what point do we say enough is enough and it's time for me to be responsible? At what point? At what point do we say, yo, I don't care, through hell or high water, I'm going to make it to Atlanta. I am going to the credit summit. I am going to learn. I'm going to start a side hustle. I'm going to make some money on the side. I'm going to have 5 to 10 people per month get an extra $10,000 in the house, in my household income. At what point do you say, it's time for me to elevate myself to the next level? At what point do we say it is time for a change? At what point do we say it is time to stop making the banks richer? At what point do you say it's time for the banks and the consumer reporting agencies and the debt collectors to pay me? At what point do you say I am going to turn my credit report into cash? At what point do you say that? You see, I grabbed your ebooks and dispute letter. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Action. That is what I'm talking about. Action. Guys, for those of you that have not gotten your tickets or even seen the website and know, like, guys, you like, if you're on Instagram, comment the word summit. If you're on Instagram, comment the word summit. If you're on YouTube and Facebook, look at your screen. The information is there. I'm going to drop the link again, right? The information is there. Secure your tickets. Let this be the era where we are consuming, we're educating, because we have moves to make. Comment the word summit if you're on Instagram. Comment the word summit and then check your DMs because I sent the link there. At what point do we say it is time for us to learn? You see, the wealth of my people are destroyed because they lack financial education. My people are not wealthy because the system takes more than what it's supposed to. High-level conversations brought me here. Let's go. Yes, I'm a real person. I do this stuff, guys. This isn't I've been doing this almost 5 years. At what point do we say, I am in charge of my own destiny? At what point do I emancipate myself from mental slavery? At what point? At what point do we say, I need to emancipate my mind? Because best believe, the things that you don't know about credit. You see how TD Bank, before they got caught, they were doing all of this nonsense. Hmm? Like how can these institute, well, not how they do it, right? These institutions report inaccurate information to consumer reporting agencies, knowing that a lot of consumers are affected, right? How, like, they don't care. They don't care. And if you're going to sit there and think the system that's been made to support the system is going to support you, I'm telling you, you guys are in for a rude awakening. You're in for a rude awakening. The system wasn't designed for you to thrive. You have to learn how the system operates. If you cannot emancipate yourself from mental slavery, you will always be a slave to society. Why do they try to ruin us like that and stress you like that? Because bad credit makes the most money. Listen to what the leaders of the world says. The leaders of the world said, if I control the world's money, I care not what its leaders do. You need to understand the system needs to be fed. I'm going to say this again. The system needs to be fed. And those in the 1% group, they're not the ones feeding the system. The system requires the 95% at the bottom to feed it. And for those of you that are staying at the bottom, You are staying there because you want to stay at the bottom. It's a fact. You are staying at the bottom because you don't want to invest in your own education. You don't want to set yourself free. At what point do you say it's time to emancipate yourself from mental slavery? Or are we just going to sit by like a pawn and just watch everybody else win? See, we've been sitting on the sidelines for quite a while. We've been on the sidelines for quite a while. At what point do we wake up? At what point do we say enough is enough? At what point do you say, I claim rich and abundance in my life? At what point do you say it is my time? At what point? Are we going to continue with the late payments on our credit? Are we going to continue with the collections? Are we going to continue with the charge-offs? Are we going to continue with the student loans? Are we going to continue with evictions? Are we going to continue with the bankruptcies that's reported? Are we going to continue going down this life of bad credit where everything is expensive because it costs more? You went to buy a car with an interest rate of 25 to 31%. That doesn't make sense. Why are you paying for a used car 3 times? Why? Why is your credit card 28%? Why? Your state usury law says that your maximum interest rate should be 10%. Why are you paying 27%? And the law says your state for your state says that the maximum allowable interest they should charge is 10%. But yet still you're paying a whole 17% more. Why? Because you are not educated on the things that matter. Guys, your credit defines a lot of things about you. Not only your financial habits, but your general reputation. If you're talking student loans, then student loans will be on the Derain De Levante website. You just search student loans. So once you search student loans, that will come up. Just search student loans. So when you go to the Derain De Levante website, just click on shop and it's going to bring you to the Shopify store at consumerlawsecrets.com and you will be able to get the dispute letters there. The time is now. Like it's now o'clock. Like it is now o'clock. And for those of you that are just sitting on the sidelines, continue sitting on the sidelines. No one wins a game sitting on the bench. Nobody. You ain't going to win a game sitting on the bench. You're not going to make your 3 points sitting on the sidelines. You would need to be involved. It is your credit. It is your responsibility. Your credit, your responsibility. That's it. And the information is available. It is not like before. It is not like 10 years ago or 15 years ago when only a privileged few know the information. No, everybody knows the information. The information is out. But most people refuse to take action on their own life. And the difference between you being educated and not, it's a choice. It is a choice. You can determine, am I going to be the best version of myself, or am I going to be the one that's going to sit down and complain about everything? You're going to complain about having collections because you don't know how to delete it. You saw somebody online, they told you to send out a debt validation letter. It came back verified. Now you don't know what to do. The guru didn't tell you what to do. So none of y'all know what to do. You got to choose your heart. You are correct. Ecom, you are correct. You have to choose your heart. You got to choose it. I want the heart of abundance. I want the heart of not wanting things and I can't get it. I want to be able to be prosperous. I want to be able to do where to do the things I want to do, to go where I want to go, to take my son wherever I want to go. Lack is not your future, abundance is. But until you claim it, you will forever be in lack. You will. You will forever be in lack, and you will forever want things, but you are taking no steps or actions to get there. You gotta take action. You must take action. You have to take action. Action takers are people that will make it in life because they're not scared of an opportunity. They know that they are their greatest investment. Yeah, you might stub your toe here and there, but guess what? At the end of the day, I am going to get up because if I can look up, I can get up. And you know what most people problem is? See, it's not that you aim too high and miss, is that you aim too low and hit. And that's the problem. You are not aiming high enough because if you aim for the moon and miss, you will land among the stars. If you can look up, you can get up. So at what point do I say it is my credit, my responsibility? Is it legal for collections to go after someone's kids if they pass and owe a debt? No, it is not legal for a collection to go after your kid. And these are the type of stuff that I'm talking about, the information that is needed. Collections cannot go after your child. Come on, no. Unless the person was a co-signer, then they might have some wiggle room there. But if the kid has nothing to do with the account, a debt collector cannot go after the kid for any debt that is owed. So that in itself is a violation. We got to make a choice. We have to make a choice. We have to make a stand. We have to be proactive. We must be proactive. We have to be proactive. We have to do it for our name's sake. At what point am I going to learn the things that are necessary to set myself up financially? At what point do I say, all right, you know what? It's time for me to start teaching the kids about financial literacy. We do date nights on Fridays. How about we do education on Saturday? Question. So the summit is the 10x experience of what I am already taking action on. Oh, 10x, it's 100x. Guys, how many of you know that you can sue for inaccurate information on your credit and you can get 4 figures, 5 figures, or 6 figures? What number gets you to good credit? It's not really a number. So if we're going off the scale, anything above 720 is considered good credit, right? Anything above 720 is considered good credit. But it's not the score itself, it's the profile. The profile should be cleaned, right? Meaning that there is no inaccurate, negative, or outdated information that is negatively affecting your consumer reports. So we're talking about 100% payment history, utilization below 10%. We're talking about the age, average age being 3 years or more. We're talking about having less than 3 inquiries per consumer reporting agency. We're talking about having 7+ or more accounts. Like that profile can get you a 790, 800. Can you still use mortgage relief letter due to COVID? Um, I've never used the COVID escape because I always knew COVID was a hoax. So if we're talking about mortgage, what's your intent? Like, what do you want to use COVID relief letter for? What's on your credit that you believe you need to use the COVID letter? What do you want to delete, or what are you looking to delete? Why you want to use that? You don't need that. You don't need that, baby girl. You do not need no COVID letter to get rid of late payments. Late payments are the easiest things to delete from your credit reports. You do not need no COVID letter. You don't. You do not, baby girl. You don't. Just type the word late payment. Morgan, type the word late payment in the chat. You're going to get my late payment deletion guide. Just type the word late payment in the chat and you'll get the late payment deletion guide along with the scripts and the dispute letters that you need to send. You don't need no COVID letter. What other question do you guys got for me? What else? I got 10 minutes, guys. What else do you have for me? I got to be up early to hit the gym in the morning. Your boy's back in the gym. I lost 10 pounds. Okay. Your boy lost 10 pounds. I'm about to go to sleep so I can be up for the gym in the morning. You got 10 minutes, guys. I'm all yours. 10 minutes. Ask me what you need. For those of you that are just joining, the Credit Summit goes down in Atlanta, October 11th through 13. It's going to be in Buckhead. Guys, you need to secure your tickets. Comment the word summit if you're on Instagram. Comment the word summit if you're on Instagram. Comment the word summit. If you are on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, I am dropping the link right now for the Credit Summit. Look in the chat. You will see it. You guys, you got to be there. What about repossessed vehicle that continues to report every month? Oh, repossession. You tagged you in a video, brother. All right, thank you very much. Repossessions is easy, guys. Repossessions is one of my most favorite topic to talk about because there are so many violations you can find. Do you do one-on-ones? Yes, I do. So for those of you that want a consultation with me, type the word consultation in the chat. For those of you that want a consultation with me, type the word consultation in the chat. D, can the AI software generate any form of response needed? Yes, the AI software can do that. Yes, it can. My charge off keeps reporting every month. It's because it hasn't been disputed correctly. I tagged you in a video. Okay, I'll take a look at it. Let me see what's going on. All right, you tagged me in a video. Let's see. All right, all my tagged videos have been answered, so I don't see it yet. Okay. All right. I voluntarily repossessed my car. No, can I go after Wells Fargo? It's not just going after Wells Fargo. We need to find the violations. We need to find the violations. Once you find the violations, then now it gives you grounds to go after them. Is it one flat rate for the AI software? There's different prices based on what you want. So for those of just comment the word AI. Comment the word AI and it will bring the link up for the software. I caught one. You caught one. What does that mean? Should we call or send letters to dispute? When I'm disputing, I like to send letters because letters are my proof. Unless I want a quick deletion, like for inquiries or late payment, then I would call, right? But I'm not satisfied with a deletion anymore. A deletion does not satisfy me. I want a check. I'm going to get the deletion plus a check. So right now, oh, one of my brilliant lives. Thank you very much. So right now, I go after checks, guys. I find the inaccuracies. I dispute it. I've made a dispute strategy that it's flawless, right? And I take them to court. I sue them. And some of you are going to say, well, I'm scared of court. Don't be scared of court. It's easy. Small claims is easy. Arbitration is easy. Get your remedy. Get your remedy. I'm not playing no games with none of them. I'm not. I stopped playing games with. I stopped. I'm not playing no games no more. Like it's time you stop playing games. It's like you need to stop playing games with them. So you have to decide, ladies and gentlemen, what part of the spectrum you want to be on. I paid for the book and I have the growth version of the AI software. It is amazing. I'm just having a hard time understanding whether I should send letters to the credit reporting agencies for charge off. So, when it comes to charge off, you're sending it both to the consumer reporting agencies and the creditor. You're sending it to both because you're putting them both on notice that the information that is being reported is inaccurate. So just follow the steps for the charge off deletion, all right? And that will get you in the right direction. I got 5 more minutes, guys. What if they take you to court first for a non payment? Well, if they take you to court, that's actually a great thing because the fact that they took you to court, it also means they now must prove the things that they're that in their statement of claim. So most times when they take people to court, the defendant doesn't show up and they end up getting a default judgment, right? Because the defendant, which is in most cases the consumer, didn't show up, they end up getting a default judgment. Like court could be one of the best things that happened to some of y'all because now you can demand proof of some of the things that they're alleging. If they're saying that the payment was late, they must provide all the documentation to support a late payment, including all the information from 1666B and 15 USC 1681 S27. They have to produce that information. I had a DCU account that was closed but was deleted from my report. Am I able to reform a relationship? Nothing beats a trial but a failure. Okay, I would definitely try to do it. Right, I would see if I can establish another relationship with them because you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If it's a no, it's a no. But guess what? You did it anyway. Don't let fear stop you from walking in your purpose. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Take the shot. Take the shot. Can somebody drop it in the chat for me? Take the shot. Just drop it in the chat for me. Take the shot. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. I rather try and miss than to have not tried at all. You are a credit genius. Thank you very much. Take the shot, ladies and gentlemen. Take the shot. Because, like, at the end of the day, you are your greatest investment. So why would I not take all the shots that I know can benefit my life? I'm going to take the shot. I am. Because I know and I believe that I am my greatest investment. Hands down, I know I'm my greatest investment. So I am going to take 100% of the shots because you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. 100. It's a fact. It's the same thing with credit. Some of you always say, oh, I'm going to fix my credit tomorrow. And guys, tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow is a myth. You live in the now. You live in the now. You don't live in tomorrow. You don't live in yesterday. You live in the now. Right? You live in the now. So at what point do you say, it's time for me to do it? I'm going to do it now. I'm going to make hay while the sun shines. It's now o'clock. Any courses or bundles on how to sue? Yes. For those of you that are interested in learning how to sue, all right, if you are interested in learning how to sue, if you're on Instagram, I want you to comment the word paid. For those of you that want to learn how to sue, if you're on Instagram, comment the word paid. For those of you that wants to learn how to sue. And for those of you, let me see. Guys, learning how to sue will be one of the biggest flex and superpowers you ever develop. And the reason for that is Conoser in the box. And the reason why that is so important, I'm going to drop the link over here on YouTube for those of you that wants to book a consultation. Drop that there. And for those of you that wants to join the Conoser program, all right, so the Conoser program, ladies and gentlemen, that's a program that teaches you how to sue debt collectors, consumer reporting agencies. So I'm going to drop that link there. If you're on Instagram, just comment the word paid. If you want to learn how to sue, you comment the word paid. Guys, make sure you get your Credit Summit tickets. I'm telling you, get your Credit Summit tickets. Can I use 15 USC 1681 AD2 for early warnings as well? It depends on what you want to use it for, right? It depends on what you want to use it for. When we talk about 1681 AD2, we're talking about the exclusions. That's the exclusion section. So it depends on what you want to use to get it excluded. All right. For those of you who are asking about the one-on-one, just type the word consultation. Just drop the word consultation. You'll get the link. It has all the information. You can definitely go ahead and look it up. Like, you're in charge, guys. You are in charge, okay? I'm gonna go get some rest now. I gotta be up. I got the gym in the morning. Your boy lost 10 pounds. As you can see, my face ain't looking all that round no more. Your boy's been working out, right? Your boy has been working out, lost 10 pounds, looking to lose some more. You know, I need to get this face back down nice and handsome. Need to lose this belly, so I'm back in the gym tomorrow. Shout out to CEO First Lady. She sent me my products, my NutriBurst. I got my my lasso tea, and I got my stuff. So shout out to you, CEO First Lady. I lost 10 pounds. Thank you very much, baby girl. Oh, let me show y'all too. All right. So I told my girl, I'm like, yo, I need to lose some weight. I got my conference coming up. I need to lose some weight. My girl sent me some stuff, right? So for those of y'all can see, and I've been taking this stuff faithfully every morning when I'm home, because I ain't gonna go outside and take it. I'm telling y'all now, I'm not, right? So if I know I gotta go on the road, I'll not take it in the morning. If I'm gonna be home all day, then you know I'm gonna take it. And so far I lost 10 pounds. The goal is to go down to 50 pounds, but you know, a win is a win. And with taking that, eating better, going to the gym, guys, I have lost 10 pounds. As you guys can see, you can See it in my face. I lost 10 pounds. So yeah, it's definitely been working. Your boy's back in the gym. See my arms filling out my shirts again. You see, your boy's getting back into it. And like I said, it's a choice. It's choosing your heart. Like you gotta choose your heart. And I chose mine, and mine is health. I'm getting back in shape. I do not like my belly. I don't like being out of. I don't like it. I don't like how it feels. No, I'm gonna get back in shape. I like being able to lift 250 pounds, 300 pounds. Like I'm getting back in shape. I'm getting myself together. I'm suing TransUnion, Equifax, Experian. I'm suing Credit Karma. I'm suing the car dealership. Everybody's getting sued. Everybody is getting sued. Everybody. Everybody getting sued. Like, these are the things that I'm going to teach you guys at the Credit Summit. Guys, show up. Do your part. Show up, and I'll do what I'm going to do, which is educate you. Show up and let me, 19 Keys, him 500, Credit Plug, Brandon Boyd, Child Support is Fraud, Flame Newton, Runway, David Power Talk, Jacqueline. Like, let's educate you, especially on grants where we got Stormy. Right? Guys, I'm telling you, man, there's so much information you guys need to learn. It's a lot of information. A lot. All right. So, like I said, it's definitely my bedtime. I'm gonna go to sleep. I gotta be at the gym at 6. I will see you guys tomorrow. I got a lot of new stuff coming, guys. I'm writing a brand new book, about to drop a brand new course to go with the book. And I'm telling you guys, this book, it will be one of my best works yet. So right before I go, for those of you that just joined, the Credit Summit, guys, it's going down October 11th through 13th. You cannot afford not to be here in Atlanta, Georgia. You just cannot. If you guys have never listened to 19 Keys, he's one of the smartest and most intelligent human beings that I've ever met. You have to be in the room. So for those of you on Instagram, drop the word summit in the chat. Drop the word summit in the chat. If you're on Instagram, comment the word summit. If you are on YouTube and Facebook, I'm going to drop the link right now for the Credit Summit, so you guys can have it. And yeah, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. You and Keys were so good the other day. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys are watching the interviews. Comment the word summit, guys. Comment the word summit. That room is going to be packed. And I'm telling y'all, you do not want to miss the Credit Summit. Get your tickets now. Can you get a redeemed repo removed from credit reports? It doesn't matter what type of repo it is. As long as they are not in compliance, you can get the repossession deleted. Repossessions are easy stuff to get deleted. And these are some of the things that I'm going to be breaking down. All right. So from your favorite island boy, I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Guys, the Credit Summit, do not forget, secure your tickets now. Everyone, have an amazing